Red go like a Lambo on the road. Got my VV stash, all the gems they glow. VV crew, we never lose. Collectors at heart, we break the news. BE on InformMint, catch the vibe in the V-verse where we thrive. Snap it in AR, see it come alive. Animated statues, dreams realized. Blackpink, YG, iconic, we rise. Living in the future, see the stars align. When the drops hit, they like where my BB at. Animated statues, Marvel got the cues. Lambo flex and YG brands too. Oh, Disney magic in the app, talking high cast. Collectors at heart, got my VV stash. VE going live on InformMint Dive. VE Metaverse coming, we be BBI.
LOL, Dane. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I just topped on. I thought I'd have two people here. I get a few more than two. Good to see you, Dane. Ronnie, yo. Big Oz, let's go. All right, so I saw this. I was tired. I was done streaming, but I lied. I'm back. So Evolvables, they announced this. I'm late, 47 minutes ago. What's up, Pooski? I figured I'd pop in here and just go over what I saw. I mean, I like what I see, but sometimes I'm in the echo chamber, so need you to pull me back or let's get excited. All right, so redefining collecting. So Evolvables, basically the quick and easy is that we're going to start off on certain drops where we're going to have commons. There'll even be a chaser for the common, which is kind of cool. It'll be a little bit different than the others. And you work your way up. So you burn a common to get an uncommon. And then all the way up to the secret rare. And of course, you can go back and then grab the common if you want the whole set. Really like the idea. You're going to need MCP points. They go over cost. So let me get right to that, since I know people are going to be like, well, what is this going to cost me? So what will it cost to get the secret rare? Sorry if I look over to the left. It's easier for me to see. To secure a secret rare, you will purchase one of each rarity to burn. Let's look at an example. 1 times common at 20 gems. 1 times uncommon would be $6.99. The rare would be $6.99. 1 time the ultra would be $9.99. 1 times the secret rare at $9.99, putting you at about $53.96 plus some MCP points. What I like about this, at least for a business perspective from Veve, is it's going to make you have more attachment to that collectible, which means the prices are going to be higher. Not financial advice. That's not guaranteed, but putting it together, obviously you're going to have a lot of commons, but they're smart by having this little chase. The chase is on with special editions for the common. 3%, they're saying 3% will have the special edition. It will look a little different. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it'll be like a comic that has a signature on it while others don't, but it's going to make you interested. They got to do things to make us interested in wanting to buy and spend more money on Veve, and I think this does it. So let's talk. Let me get to chat. Let me see who else is here. Let me know I'm wrong. Let me know I'm right. Let me know why I'm crazy. What is up, Jason? Good to see you. I know what the very excited for the drops for sure. Now remember, this is going to be on every drop. What'll be on some. There's Smart Buy. He's a good person to put me in my place. Good to have you here, Smart Buy. Let me know your thoughts. Here's Matthew, another good person. Is that Silhouette Superman or just a generic? I feel like I've seen that on Canva. We will see. But maybe it's not. Maybe it is something special. I'm excited. Denke, what are you thinking? How will prices be higher if everyone can do it for 53? Well, there's still going to be a limited amount, right? So I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but you're going to have a limited amount of time to do it. So you're still going to have to be quick, but you could be right, Dane. You absolutely could be right. I'm digesting this live with you, what's going to happen. So evolvable drops are similar to current Veve drops in the sense there are 5 collectibles in a set. I'm just reading from this, common to secret rare. And to complete the set, you must own all 5. However, for the first time, you can actively transform your digital items through the evolvables model, which enables you to purchase multiple editions of a collectible and burn them as part of an upgrade process, permanently removing earlier editions from the circulation to unlock rare versions. There are 5 rarity tiers, starting at common, culminating in the elusive secret rare. I mean, I love this. So you're gonna have to burn a lot to get them. So it's gonna make the commons now. If they do 50,000 commons and all of that, that obviously that's not gonna work out. But and it's gonna be a work in progress to figure out what that number is and what gets everyone excited. Because let's be honest, a lot of you want to just make money while others want to collect or do both. So they're gonna have to make it so it's worth the chase. But I'm liking it. But as they say, does it sound expensive? They're going to have different pricing, and the commons can be more expensive. But putting the chaser, and we keep saying, give us chasers, do all this, do these different things on the different rarities. It sounds like they're going to do that. How could you not like that? So, well, I'll just pull this back up while I go back to the chat and see what you're saying. All right, so here we go. Smart buy. Not too excited for this. By this drop system, there'll be more SRs than there should be. Sometimes maybe more than rares, ultra rares, or even commons. This isn't beneficial for users, but yes, for VB. Okay, fair point. Fair point. Is there anything though that VB can do? And by the way, I'm going to be able to ask this question and these questions to Ben next week on the 13th when I have a more like a conversation hanging out, but we'll call it an interview for now. But these are things that we can ask. Is there anything that would make this good smart buy? Let me know. I'd say it's Omni Man if it didn't have that curl. I swear I feel like it's saying, what is up, Bob? Good to see you. What is up, everyone? Get back to work. No, it's not work there. You're at 7 p.m. there. Hopefully he's sitting down having a drink, also digesting this with all of us. Good to see you, Bob. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are winning big. That's all that matters. I hope the new job's going well too. Is this for comics? It looks like it could be for everything. They're still going to do normal drops, blind boxes. They're not getting rid of everything. Let me go again and see. Okay, so will all drops be evolvables? Evolvable drops will be added to the current suite of drop format you already know, such as blind box, non-blind box crafts, as well as evolvables. And you can purchase on the secondary if you want. So to make that work. I like this. But again, I'm digesting this with you, so I want to know what you all think. Yep, they need to ensure that after all the burn for the chases, there will be a small amount of commons left. Wouldn't that be interesting that the commons become the secret rare or something like that? And don't forget, they're going to have chasers within those to keep you going. Now, when we go buy Pokemon cards or baseball cards or whatever you get, a lot of times we're gambling. We're trying, I think they're just trying to feed what we humans like to do. We like to chase, and not everyone's going to win, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All right. SR should always be the crown and the least amount of numbers. Not disagreeing. I guess we're going to have to see, you know, you've got to burn a lot to get to the SR. I understand the cost factor is what I think you're worried about. But on a $15 item, you keep going for commons, right? To get that secret rare. Yes, I know it's going to make it more available, but it still could be a speed thing also. I don't know. We'll have to see. Does this mean they still make FA commons? I mean, I don't think anything changes except for the way we go for a drop, the way it happens. Again, I'm excited, but you're all going to put me in my place. I'm not sure on it either, but thinking on it first. Please do, because again, I read this, I don't know, 10 minutes before I came on. I was just excited. I'm like, all right, let me think this out loud and sound like an idiot live. And here I am doing what I do best. Let's see. Everything and nothing all at once, Bob says. Right. All right. It could be a thing where you have to burn 50,000 MCP to burn the ultra rare to get the secret rare. And that will keep some from being able to do that a lot. Exactly. I remember hearing that, MCP points were going to be much bigger than they have been. So now you got to start planning. Do I want MCP points to secure Wolverine this weekend? Do I want them for an evolvable drop? We don't know all the dynamics behind this, but we're going to find out. November 30th is going to be the first drop. We don't know what it is. Here you go, though. When is the first one? November 30th. Why couldn't have been November 13th when I have been on? But interesting. So there you go. First one of these is going to be on the 30th of November. So we're going to find out soon what this is going to look like. And you know what? They're going to listen and look and see how we react to this type of drop. And hopefully, if we don't love it the way it is, they can evolve and help us. Always good to see. I'll miss y'all. It's good to see you, man. If you have zero MCP, then you would be against this. That is true. I don't have many, though. I don't think it's going to be that much MCP, 5, 10, 20,000. It's going to be a good amount of what you have. And don't forget, not every drop, this is an experiment. I mean, obviously they're going to implement this, all right, but they're going to experiment with it. And if it turns out to be really bad, they could always back away or change it or anything like that. Look, again, we need to see Veve doing different stuff, do stuff. This is what they're doing. This is what we need for them to be successful and hopefully for us to be successful, whether in our collecting endeavors or if we want to make some flips and money or buy other collectibles by flipping. MCP is key. SR needs to be expensive. MCP cost. So what would you say would be expensive? Because it needs to also, because right now, excuse me, everyone's eligible to get secret rare. You could be brand new or whatever. But what's nice about this is it also kind of C blocks bots a little bit. So I think this is going to be good with the bad. That's why we're talking this out. Yeah, first week in promotion, been a long week. All I want to do is be Bob. Hey, but you got a promotion less than a year after you started there, about a year. Pretty good though. Glad to hear it. Glad to do it. Definitely a hard one with this drop system. I'm a bit about to be bit torn, but think more. Yeah, keep thinking about it. Let's hear what KCBM has to say. BV smart. So instead of $20 blind box, they get people to buy the $20 collectible and spend 50 more to evolve it. Seems like a win for Veve and the big spenders to me. Maybe I'm wrong. You might be right. I don't know. I guess people say I'm a moon boy because I'm positive about this. I like the idea. It sounds good. It sounds like mechanics we've asked for. Mm, are they going to get everything right on the first one? I don't know. I hope they're listening. And again, you can go to Veve and give them your opinions on this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on the 30th. What's up, Duck and Cover? Just here talking about evolvables. I'm always late to the game, but I had to hop on here and talk about what's going on. I'm a little excited. I think the dynamics are good with this drop system. I'm also happy it's not going to be on every drop, but there's certain drops that are going to need this to get the excitement up. But KCBMW might be right. Maybe it's going to be for the big spenders and the big MCP people, but they also deserve to have special drops and stuff like that. KCBMW, right? Only win for the Veve by this, sadly. Possibly smart buy. Possibly. But again, maybe what would make it work for you? Would it be making the MCP high enough so it I mean, your thing is you want to keep the SR rarity hard to get. And I get that. That makes complete sense. It's hard to get. What if through all this crafting we did this for Nemo? And let's look at the Nemo drop. Got the Nemo drop. You're trying to work your way up to that secret rare that only has 99. All right. So you got to burn each one. You got to burn a common to get the next one. You got to burn the common to get the uncommon. Then you got to get the uncommon. You got to burn the uncommon to get the rare and burn your way up. Maybe it gives you more of a chance. Or maybe you go for the common, you get this special 3% chaser that could be, you're not going to want to burn it. It's going to be worth a lot. There aren't many. There's 3%. Let's say there's 1,000 on the drop. There's 30 of them. Bam. They've now just given us another collectible that's super rare and a reason to go for it. But keep up. I don't find any of this negative. This is great. Keep it up and let me know what you don't like or what you like. Yeah, this will also depend on what IPs they use for sure. IPs super important. Is it going to be more for artists or is it going to be big stuff? Hopefully independent artists get to take advantage of them. I know an artist too. His name is Ronnie, who would do really well with this. Imagine upgrading to a Ronnie like a smoking rabbit. I want it. I'll do it. I'm totally with it. I'm buying it. Versus a rabbit without the joint. Yes. That would be like the 3% would have the smoking uh, uh, added additive, we'll say. I love any new mechanic, just means development. Exactly. It means that they're working, they're thinking, and that's important to just keep things moving forward, and trying new things. Not everything's going to be a banger, but if they're trying, that means they're trying to make us happy, of course, knowing they're trying to make their pocketbooks happy. That is what a business is here. They're here to run, to make money. So keep that in mind. They're not devils for trying to make money here. They're not bad for them trying to make money. But what we want is that middle ground where we can be successful and they can be successful. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I think it's a cool idea. I'm with you. Woofy Barker, good to see you. Sounds interesting. And I know you, and it's good to see you, by the way. I know you'll tell the truth and what you really feel about this. So don't hold back, everyone. Be nice. Don't be like Vivi's a bunch of whatever. I think this is, again, them evolving, and these evolvable drops could be very interesting. Let's see. How about letting us burn old collectibles that we already own? For example, burn all 5 comics to get a super secret rare comic. Great idea. And I know people have mentioned this before. We don't even need an evolvable drop, or maybe the involvable drops comes out to allow that to happen. They can go back. It's not a bad idea, Alejandro. I love it. I'm loving it. Love the idea. They gave us MCP utility, a chase, and crafting with a burn. They nailed it. I think so too. But we do need to hear everyone who's like, I'm a little wary of what this means for me. Is it only helping a select group? In the end, you know, a lot of these scenes are going to only help certain people. But I think this can be beneficial for everyone. We're going to see. We're going to find out real soon. In, I don't know what, 25 days, we're going to find out. I don't believe in evolution, but they should start with a single cell organism and evolve into a fish, then a fish with legs, and then apes into the upright walking humans. What was that? There was a game on Sega where Leonard Nimoy, um, he did this voice, and you literally started like that. You started, I think it was like a one cell organism, and then you worked your way up to some weird looking scary thing. But that would be fun. I think that would be an interesting dynamics. Ronnie's saying, right, Alejandro, so they can bring out this new mechanic, build the hype, let users become used to it, then implement the older stuff to be allowed to do this. I mean, look, it's obviously now possible burns, and Ronnie, like you're saying earlier, maybe the common becomes the secret rare. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some math in my head. We're going to have to get the numbers on the first one. Is it going to be 10,000 comments? Is it going to be 3,000? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Uh, and I certainly, for 20 gems, I'll participate, or whatever the 53. I'll participate on the first one just to say I did it and see where it goes. But I'm excited. I'd like to see in the future collectible to go all the way down to one left in the future. I mean, why not? They could. They might. We need it to be retroactive for the ridiculously high edition old drops, but would have to basically create a new collectible for burning old collectibles, like 10 for one. And I think that's not a bad idea. Like Alejandro was saying, imagine being able to burn an early comic. Let's go crazy and say Spider-Man 1, right? Like Amazing Spider-Man 1. You burn a bunch of comments to get the secret rare, but it's a special one. It's signed by Johnny French, let's say, and then you get it. Something like that would be cool. Smart by saying, if this is still limited, suppose 99 Nemo for SR, and you buy common and craft to uncommon until you get the SR, I'm totally fine with fastest fingers first, but I don't want SR numbers to go above others. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, I do believe that they said something about the special editions. Okay, here's the special editions. The chase is on. So here they're talking about a small percentage, approximately 3% for common editions. Special editions are evenly distributed across the sale of the common editions. So it's just going to be random, like always. Special edition comics will typically be the same collectible design as the common, with unique visual differences that distinguish them from the common. Whilst all commons will have a special edition chaser, other rarities can also have a special edition for the excitement of the chase from common to secret rare. So there may be even more chases. All right, drop editions. They're just talking about how it has to be more. obviously because of the burning. Additions and evolvables drops are typically larger due to the burn mechanics to secure all the rarities. Once burns have taken place, only limited numbers will remain available. So, I mean, what I'm getting from that is they're actually making it so you get that secret rare, but the other stuff is going to be very rare potentially. So again, we're going to have to see how this plays out. But yes, smart buy. I would say I like the idea of keeping the SR limited and fastest fingers and all of that. And maybe they do a combination. Maybe some are like that, some are not. Well, again, we'll have to see. Let's see. Yes. Let us all use constructive criticism, non-toxic cynicism. I think everyone's doing a great job. I love all this. I love all this. Keep it coming, people. Um, Even if you are really against Veve and you think this is not a great idea, tell us why and maybe give us a solution. What would make it good for you? David Cho did that with his NFTs. He brought out the Monko community and Matthew Lambo. All right, well, there you go. Vivi Pusky, I believe, David, you spoke about that a while back. I think he mentioned burning 100 comics and you get a special cover. I like that idea. Well, and it'd be great because everyone, there are a lot of comics that unfortunately people just don't want, and you could get them for $1 or two. So $200 for a very rare comic could be smart. Maybe you have enough in your collection. I don't have enough comics in my collection to be able to burn, a crazy amount like 100. If it's more like 5 or 10, I could see that being really cool. But there are people with thousands of comics, so that would be a possibility. We did a survey that took about 2 hours or more to write about yourself. Then they took info. You minted an egg that evolved into a monka whale that was determined by your survey. You wrote, interesting. Okay. Um, Hold on a second. I thought I just heard something here. Uh, I have 100 New Mutants, 98. Happy Deadpool. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're getting something really cool for that, yes. Or what if you got a collectible and a comic and the mints matched? That would be kind of cool too. I have 122 stack of FA Spider Boy. All right, well, there you go. HRO. All right, what's up, Abdul? How are you doing, man? I feel it's easier to sell or burn doubles instead of if you just have one. Yes, for sure. HR was doing this burn to craft to higher rarity with their craft cards, and it worked. People were happy with that. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It kind of makes it up to us how scarce each rarity is. Very true. Like, are people going to craft it? It's going to have to be something people want to craft all the way up. If it's the secret rare is the one that people want, for instance, let's say Nemo, and there's only 100 or 200, that's going to be an interesting drop. You're going to get people going in, again, this is going to be very good for Veve and I think good for us. But we're going to have to see in the end. What's up, Masteroni? I hope you are doing well. So happy to know I had a small contribution towards this new drop system. I'm happy it's finally here. So tell us a little bit more, Masteroni. I think this is good. I obviously people have explained some of their concerns, but I'm liking it. I think they're trying new stuff. They keep trying new stuff. You throw enough stuff at the wall, some of it's going to stick. And I kind of like this idea. Bob's still not sure, but that's okay. That is okay. What about you, Bruin? Bruin, good to see you. Been busy. I missed the whole thing. Can you explain everything you know about this short form? All right, I will. Let me do this. But first, I think you deserve. All right, so real quick, we got evolvables. All right, it's not going to be every drop, but basically, you're going to have commons. That's going to be obviously like now, the most are commons. You burn your common to get an uncommon, and you're also going to cost MCP points, and you work your way up to secret rares. Now, the total cost is going to be around 54 gems. It's actually cheaper as you move up. Uncommon, I think 699, then 999 for ultra rare, and then secret rare burning MCP points. So you're going to work your way up while making the commons more rare and the other collectibles more rare too, because everyone has to burn to get that secret rare. Also, within those, there's going to be chasers. About 3% of the commons are going to be same design, but something different, special on there. Maybe it's metallic red. I have no clue, but there's going to be another chaser within the commons, and potentially will be also for the uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. So lots of reasons this could be good. A lot of people have concerns in here why this may only be good for certain people. We'll have to see. November 30th is going to be a first drop. So I hope that helps, Bruin. And more questions, let me know. I'll burn 300 cravens for one golden. Exactly. What is up, Monos? They're so happy they shut down the company. HRO. Right. It works so well. HRO. What is going on? Happy Grail Day, by the way, which it was not. I don't even know if it sold to 500 earlier. I left, came back on. Good to see you, Mo. Hope you are doing okay today. Yo, Mo, how things are going? We got chilling and vibing. What is up, Larry? Good to see you. Hope you are doing well and killing it with the interviews as always. Discord community strong. I think you're talking about HRO. Not disclosure. Can't say much. But I'm excited. I think people will like it. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of some of the worries people have, and I know you can't say much, but if you see anything where you can answer a question or make a point, please do. I'd appreciate it because I think people are excited, but they're also like, how does this affect me? Does this affect now secret rares are not rare? Everyone can get them. It's only 53 instead of, going for 10 blind boxes at 15. And be aware that they're not getting rid of blind boxes. They're still going to do every type of drops, crafting, all that. This is just going to be another type of drop. Also, Masteroni, I don't know if you could say, but I'm assuming this is going to work on all sorts of IPs. If you can tell us, is it just art or will it potentially be for everything? Let us know. Veve Wheels, good to see you. I'm liking it because I want to try many ways of fun. I want different things. I want things that are interesting and I want them to keep trying because look, not everything's going to work, but if you keep trying doing different things, something's going to work. Something's going to get people excited or get people excited again. And that's what we need. And Veve keeps doing it. Are they perfect and everything? No. I would have liked to have seen 2,000 comics today and seen them sell more. But they're trying and they're doing what they want to do. But I think they're also keeping us in mind. Yep, no problem, Bruin. I hope that helped a little bit. Smart Buy is a little bit wary of this. If they have a limited number of crafts and SR is still limited, ultra rare or less limited, rare or even less limited, etc., the drop mechanism may work better than the blind box. And maybe that's what they're going to try to get us to. Some type of system that works that that's going to help us all. I mean, obviously you're going to need more commons in order to build up your way to the secret rare because you got to burn each time. Each thing you got to burn. You got to burn your common to get the ultra rare or uncommon to burn to get the rare, and so on. And then if you want that common for your collection, you got to go back. And of course, if people are crafting, they're not selling. So that's a whole other interesting thing. Sorry about my phone there. All right, Masteroni. Basically, it's going to be less gambling. If you want the scarce SR, you'll have to pay extra gems and MCP. I'm curious how this new system will translate to their profits. Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's their bottom line. And for a lot of us, being able to get gems, whether selling in the market or however, to upgrade our collection, or for some people just cash out and try to make a living. MCP crafting for evolvables should become the real missing link in the chain that starts to make people believe more in it when the SOs are hard to get. Hopefully, because MCP craft for it is like 100,000. Yeah, but that's gonna C block a lot of people. Like I'd like to see where I get 500 points a day, right? So I can materialize 25,000 points over a pretty long time, but it's possible, right? It's not like 100,000, which will take me a lifetime to get, right? So you want to make it so it's fair for everyone um, to be able to get involved. Although I don't mind them having special drops, which are just not meant for losers like me. Sorry, I don't know what that is. All right, just keep getting blasted here. What is up, the biggest bro? What's your guess for the drop? Do we think this is the drop right here? Like, I really thought this was just a character I saw on Canva. I thought this was just somebody we saw on Canva. Um, it looks like Superman. It looks like an older version. I don't know. Could it be Johnny French? What's your thoughts? Let me know. Let me know, the biggest bro. Um, First drop will be Invisible IP. Yeah, what if it's the or independent artist? It could be um another yeah, I think it'll be an invisible like stand. Like they can just say whatever it is. I don't know. If this is it, this would be interesting, right? Then we know it's some superhero. I'm not sure. Who knows? Could turn out to be a disaster and they abandon it. Exactly. But I'm so happy that they're trying this. I know they're excited to try new things, put this out. I'm excited to see what it is. I will give them a chance for everything they do. If this turns out to be a disaster, I'll say it. If it's not any good, trust me, they want to know too, because people won't be buying it or buying into it. Not sure, but I'm expecting all the IPs most likely for all the collectible drops. So basically, no limits. It's not going to be limited to any art or music or whatever. But it makes sense. I think this could make sense and it could be good. It could be good for everyone. I hope they don't include MCP in the system. No, they are. They definitely already said they are. Let me see if I can find it here. Where is it? We want the digital collectibles. I think it was up here. Sorry, because again, I just learned as you did, and I have a 3-second memory, so I don't remember what I read. But yes, MCP is part of the crafting. You must burn a common to craft an uncommon, burn uncommon to craft a rare, and so on through their secret rare. In addition to burning, here you go. In addition to burning the previous rarities, you must also burn MCP points to obtain the next rarity. Now, what I think is like they did with the Pop and Cub, they're going to continue having drops where MCP lottery, whatever you want to call it, you could win 50,000, 100,000. I think that might become a thing. I think they may have more drops where it's like, if you can craft this, we're going to give you a lot of points to give people a chance to be able to get more MCP. Or, let's have games in the Veve verse where we can bet MCP, which would be nice too. What is up, G Money? Good to see you. Hope you were doing all right. We got Jamar. Good to see you. I hope you were doing good. I don't know if I've seen you here before, so it's good to have new people here. Looks like Fortnite default character. Maybe that's what I'm thinking, Mo. I was thinking it was Canva. I think you're right. But then, of course, that's probably Canva, right? I don't know. Good call. Because yes, it is. It's what if it's a Fortnite thing? Ooh, no, let's not go there. Let's not get too excited. We know that's not happening. But yes, very good call, Mo. That absolutely. That I know I've seen it before. I didn't think that his name is Drop Master. He's a Veve mascot. Oh, it is Drop Master. Oh, so you know for sure. I don't. I see. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all here. Uh, the biggest bro. I mean, I feel like you know more than this than me. Um, yeah. I don't know. Here you go. I just sent you something just in case. Um, yeah, I did not know I sent you something in your DM because maybe you have a better insight on this than me. Ooh, I like Mono's guess. I that's absolutely right. But then I think the biggest bro, he's saying Drop Master. I don't know. Not Superman. It's Drop. There you go. VP Wall. Thank you. Thank you. Drop Master. All right. So we know that. All right. Masteroni, MCP will probably be on a lower range to craft each rarity. For example, 699, 5,000 MCP to craft the uncommon. And numbers could go higher for higher rarity. I like that. Like if they go to get the secret rare, you need 15, 20, whatever it is for the whole drop. If you want it, you got to pay for it. But it's just smart on their part. Now you're gonna have to go back and start saying, all right, I guess I'm gonna have to assess. This is how much I'm gonna have to start making. I need 50,000 each drop. I need 30,000 each drop. How much do I need to make each day to recover for the next one? So I don't think they're going to be doing this. Well, they might be doing it every week, but it sounds like they're going to keep doing other drops. So thanks for that, Masteroni. Appreciate it. And it's good that they're listening to people in the community like Masteroni, who everyone, of course, already knows of listening to the community and helping us get these types of drops. Like Pusky, you said many times you will have to make hard choices and collect what you want. Not everyone is meant for the SR, just my opinion. Well, we certainly want it, but yes, not everyone's going to get it. Search Veve emails, Drop Master. All right, I will do that. Veve has hits and misses, but I love seeing them trying to move forward and evolve. Uh, uh, Once a company quits trying to innovate, they're dead. And that's absolutely right. And sometimes they can innovate and sometimes they don't. All right, so give me just a second here because I think we're going to have a guest who has a little bit more knowledge than me. You all know him. Let's go ahead and play his theme song here.
Yeah. Yo, the biggest bro in the building. Let's go. 6'5" giant and he's hard to miss. Got 18-inch feet and a hammer for a fist. But don't get it twisted, he's got a big heart, helping everybody out, that's just his start. When he steps in the room, it's like thunder's rolling. But he's chill, laid back, no brag, no boasting. Hands like bricks, but he's soft for the love. And he treats every friend like they're sent from above. He biggest bro, yo, he's larger than life. But he's peaceful, no stress, no drama, no strife. Feet like boats, but he walks with grace. And a hammer fist, nah, it ain't for your face. The biggest bro, yeah, he's all about the vibe with love in his heart, man, he's always on your side. He's the kind of dude that'll lift you up high, make you feel like you're touching the sky.
What up, what up,
Alright.
what up? Can you hear me?
What? I can hear you. What's going on?
What's up, man? Hey, I'm on my way to work. That's why I can't be on camera, because I'm driving.
That's
So,
totally cool. Okay, so tell me
yeah,
your
I want
thoughts.
to
on
make
all
sure that I'm setting a good example. Okay, guys, nobody ever drive and stream at the same time. All right,
Right.
let's go. All right, so I know this from an old email, and that dude is called Drop Master. So it's an actual VV character. Like, that's what it looks like too. He's just a silhouette. He doesn't have any like defining features or anything. It's pretty much an outline. So I'm guessing that's what they're gonna start using as, you know, their mascot. That's what I'm guessing. So
This guy right here, I got it pulled up.
yeah,
Meet
yeah. So
our drop master.
yeah, exactly. There you go. So that's the information that I have about that.
Interesting. Okay,
Mhm.
so this might be the drop we get on the 30th.
I'm not sure if
Okay.
that's the drop, but it could be. It could be. You know, I'm just saying, guys. You know, it's Speculation Nation. First thing you think of when you hear about evolved things, you know, and things evolve into other things, and you know, change. It's on one company that, you know, is comes top of mind. Of course, we're all thinking about Digimon.
Mm,
Digimon,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Right?
Very,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
true.
it's
I mean, like,
very true.
I see, by the way, C-Spill, good to see you. Yeah, we got the picture up. Let me just get to most things. So how do they plan to balance blind box mechanics while also keeping enough supply to upgrade? Will there be a certain amount set aside? I mean, it's a great question. And of course, we
That's a
don't know.
good
This is
question.
it's a very good question. You know, they do specifically state that they're going to continue to do regular drops, regular crafts. This is just another type of drop. But how does this work? I have no clue. I have
Yeah.
really, I don't think anyone
Well,
knows, right?
yeah, they give us a, you know, like a, you know, same thing as usual, kind of like scarce kind of thing where it doesn't really have all the information you need, just enough information for us to speculate, pump it up, do our thing as a community, you know. That's what we do, you know. We take it, we dissect it, and then we just come up with all sorts of wrong solutions. It's
Right,
awesome.
right. We have no clue what we're talking about. But I like the idea of this chase. I hope with comics that's going to mean signatures on stuff, and like Ronnie's saying, they're going to get their cut for sure. Duck and Cover
Yeah.
saying that sucks. That reserves all the good collectibles for people who already have all the good collectibles. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Again, they're going to play around. Look, if they start getting people upset because they don't have enough options to actually partake in these drops, they're going to have to, you know, again, try something new. And I think they're going to continue to look and try to make us happy. I think. I don't know.
I think the solution, because if you're looking at the model, right, that means if the model they set up, it's roughly 54 gems to get a secret rare off drop, right? And that's if you
Right.
get all the mechanics. So there has to be a way that everybody can get my $54 secret rare. So I think you guys are on the right page where the MCP points are really going to start mattering to the drop. And
Right.
the only way they're going to get that MCP out of us is they make the secret rare likable, wantable. Like, we're gonna have to want it. So, you know, there's lots of different things that they're experimenting in. It goes to show that I really think this is all Ben, man. I think Ben has got there. He went inside the VV closet and he's like, all right, what's all this stuff in here? What's this stuff you promised them? You promised them this? You really did? All right, then we're gonna put it out then. You did this, you put it out. Because there's somebody that said they were talking to David Yu at the Decon in London when they went out there, and he had mentioned something of this
Is that
process. So
Masteroni? Because Masteroni said he's he was talking to them about it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think it was Masteroni.
because
Yeah,
he's on here right now, and he gave some examples of like how this might work. He can't give
yeah,
he has an NDA, so he was involved in this, obviously.
yeah.
So
I
this
mean,
was, yeah,
so it's really cool, man. It's really cool to see, these things are starting to come into fruition, and I know people don't, maybe I'm tripping, but I think Ben's out there. He's making it happen, man. He's making them come out and like, look, you promising this, we're gonna give this. You're not gonna not gonna put bad stuff on my name. I'm Ben Rose.
right. He's like, I've got something to prove here. You brought me in to make this a success, right? It
Yeah,
is not just about making Vivi money, because if Vivi just makes money and everyone else loses, then in the end, everything goes away. So
yeah.
absolutely.
I'm out
And
to dip out here, brother. I
okay,
gotta go to work, man. I'll be
appreciate it,
listening
man.
though.
All
All right,
right,
peace.
thanks. Good. Thank you for coming on. All right, so smart buy, including MCP, for this is not good. It's like calling new users or small fishes that you cannot reach to buy SR. But don't forget, they're still going to have regular drops. So yes, was I upset on the Banksy drop that I didn't have enough points to go for it? Sure, but I'm not a 100 level type of guy. I'm about to hit level 43. I'm years, if not centuries away from getting to level 100. I understand there's going to be drops and things for people that are more involved, have spent more money. I think that's okay, but I get your point, Smart Buy. They need to make sure though that some of these are going to be also good for new users or give them the ability. There's Big A. What's going on with Loki staring and scaring? I prefer spending my MCP to evolve instead of the present bidding system. That's another good point. I didn't think about that. So like right now on and I'm gonna have to rethink this now. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm not gonna be putting money on the Wolverine, and I either buy it this weekend or hopefully I get lucky or get it on a rebound. Like I want to keep my MCP points for stuff like this where I have more control of what's going on, or a little bit more control instead of bidding and not knowing what everyone else is doing. Now, of course, we're still going to have the bidding system, but yeah, good point, Masteroni. I completely agree. All right, Mono's saying I'm talking about what's available to the community, Ronnie Lido. What do you think, Mo, about going back and doing burns of comics and stuff to get good stuff? Maybe that's setting this up. I know that's different what you're talking about. I'm just curious what you think. Although I'll lose my mind if it has anything to do with Fortnite, right? That's yeah, Mo. See what you started. See what you started. You can't do that. We do speculation. That is what we are good at. Speculating and not hitting the like button. Everyone hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. All right, G Money, smart buy. Not all drops will have this mechanic. Yes, I know. Smart buy is just again keeping us aware of potential issues and to help us get out of our echo chamber. VV Pusky, that would suck. That would exclude most people from the drop. I'm hoping that they're going to have a system that doesn't. And I also think they're going to hopefully have drops where you can win MCP points to help out new people. But of course, everyone will say, hey, that is just going to help out the old school people who are really good, which it might. It might. What is up, Denny OC? Ahoy, ahoy, screen friends. What the hell did I miss? You missed Evolvables. And I mentioned you this morning with a comic because, it was Death of Wolverine, but they had the Canada cover, and I thought of you when I had that up, but I didn't see you in there. So, but this is Evolvables. Just real quick, basically for certain drops, you're going to be able to burn up to a secret rare. So you'll get a common. You got to burn the common to get an uncommon. There's some MCP points involved in this burning. Then you take your uncommon, burn that to get the rare all the way up to the secret rare. I don't know how that's going to work for sets because obviously then you have to go back and buy the commons. Marketplace and store count towards doing this. It seems really interesting. We're trying to work out what are the good stuff, what is the bad stuff. I think overall I'm happy because they keep trying new stuff. All right, let's see what Big A has to say. Obviously, my collectibles heard my ideas of burning uncommons for a better collectible and threw this together after the stream. Exactly. You and Masteroni. He heard all of you. There we go. There's Thomas. Oh, yep. You got it. He's got it. What's up, Ronnie? Hiding there. All right. He's got it right there. VV evolved 1,000 into less than $100 for me. Can't wait to see what's next. Well, I'll keep you informed when it's time for you to come in and grab something. You already know Captain America #1, which you say won't happen. Uh, but I'll let you know when there's a drop you got to come in. Trust me, I will definitely make sure you can do well, or at least have a chance to do well in the next big drop. Masteroni pitched this many times in Discord town hall meetings. So I love to see this. I think it's great. In this modern world, businesses have to be ready to pivot at a drop of a hat to stay afloat. And that's what we need to see, especially in this space. NFTs and digital collectibles were huge, and then they weren't. And here we are, a small community with a horrible streamer trying to help figure out what the hell's going on here. And we get to do it together, which I love. Middle out compression. All right, Silicon Valley TV show callback. Biggest bro got that early batch of the 2025 VV Kool-Aid. I must have it too, but we're gonna see. The biggest bro definitely is here to keep us real. Trust me, I promise you. Oh, okay, so I'm completely lost in what's going on. So am I. I'm learning with you right now, Denny OC. I'm learning as we move along, just as you are. Amonos, as long as I can regulate the sugar. There you go. Uh Monos, bro. I got like 4 of those red team skins. Yes, there you go. Let them do that. Everyone go out and vote today. Yes, please vote. Although we're not talking politics in here. I don't care who you're voting for. Go out and vote. Completely agree. Just do it. No, unfortunately missed the stream this morning. Was hanging off. Oh crap. You're okay though, right? So Wes, you like this? Uh-oh, did I just lose my mouse? Uh-oh, there we go. We're good. We're back. Wes approves of this. All right. Yep. Once Captain America drops, I'll eat my own. I hope not. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Mo knows thinks that's an OnlyFans thing. It is, right? Please don't drop Captain America VV. Well, if he's going to do that, no. All right. Smart Buy saying, okay, clearing this out. I think experiments, innovations are great for a company. David is doing a good job, but it seems like past many months, David has been only listening to super rich dudes like, all right, let's hear this. MC1, Rolex, etc., which is unhealthy for long term because every new thing I see, it seems like inspiration of rich dudes, but collecting works like Pokemon does everything users should have equal chance. Look, obviously the bigger dogs, the bigger whales are going to be heard more than we are, right? But sometimes they're going to have good ideas, sometimes they're going to have bad ideas. I think it's good for them to hear from everyone. But yes, I do not want them forgetting about the little guys because most of us are the little guys. I completely agree with you, Smart Buy. And that's why you're here keeping it real. Evening, Orange Bag Lady, what's going on? I believe you just had a birthday, so happy late birthday. I don't think I said something in the chat on a group in Twitter, but happy birthday. Good to see you here. Let us know your thoughts. We'll be live on Only Bones. Wait, you're gonna Only Bones? Okay, now I get it. Took me. I can't stream. I don't do good streaming. I like now I get it. Like you got to read it and process it, and a lot of times you don't have time. And I'm just not good at this. What's up, Graz? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited about Evolvables. They need that for streamers, Evolvables for streamers to help us evolve. Only Bones. I could say, honey, it's for the dog. I love it. What's up? Not sure. Are you sure? Not sure. What is this Evolvables? Okay, not sure is not effing around. He is not happy with Vivi, but he's been pretty cool on here. So let's give him the lowdown here real quick. Not sure. Evolvables is a new drop system. Not going to be on every drop. We're still going to have all the other blind boxes, non-blind boxes crafting. But with this, we're going to be able to go get, let's say, a common, burn the common to get an uncommon, and burn our way up to a secret rare. There's going to be within the commons and maybe some of the other rarities, special editions within those, about 3%, they say. So the chase is going to be within, let's say, the common, and also burning the common all the way up to the secret rare. Some people are worried about MCP, how many points it's going to cost us, whole bunch of stuff like that. I like this because I think this could be really cool. But let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts. Not sure, since I know You are not a moon boy, so I'd be interested in your take. Obviously, always keeping this nice and friendly. The biggest bro, oh my God, Evan Money, that is funny. Yes, he's got it. All right, LOL. I like how B explained the rich guy problem. Sometimes they have good ideas, sometimes they don't. Oh my lord, it's hard to just try to be new. There you go. But there's that. All right. The wealthy became wealthy by taking risks that paid off. And let's be honest. Sanjay didn't work, have a big job, putting together the credit card system or their credit card at Amazon. He didn't get that job by being a fool. I mean, the guy's going to have great ideas, and sure, he's now rich and does very well. But he understands business, and I can tell you, Amazon understands people. Have they been perfect all on? No. But I would listen to somebody who worked for Amazon and any opinion they may have all day long, just because they obviously know what they're doing. I think Sanjay adds a lot to the community. Obviously, it's limited to certain people. I'm not in that crowd. Most of you are not in the crowd, but I still respect what he does and keeps the excitement going. All right, not sure saying I've read it first fully. Next time I give you a response here. Perfect. All right, so definitely. Rich dudes should be rewarded, but not set inspirational example for a company. Well, I, look, for all of us, we need everyone hands on deck, right? Like for this VV stuff. We want them to survive. We want our bags to do well in the future. We want people to be excited about VV. We want them to see what we're excited about. That's what I want. Um, and if it takes listening to those people, I think that's okay. It's okay to get some stuff. But yes, they also need to listen to we common folks, is what we need. Okay, Jisoo told me to show you're fine, dude. I need you guys to make this show interesting because this was not planned. What is it, 137? Yeah, I think I got to take my son to get a haircut, but I may just say screw that. Yeah, I'm only at level 66 at this time. I'm about to hit level 43. It's never going to happen for me. It doesn't matter how many secret rare pencils I buy. It's going to be a long way to get there. I'm liking this. Obviously, what's nice is we're going to find out quickly on November 30th what's happening. Another nice thing, I guess it's good to be the bottom bitch because I've got an interview with Ben next week. So now I get to ask him about this. I was all like, well, what am I going to talk about? I can't talk about what you talked about on your other 500 interviews before me. Now we're good to go. We've got plenty to go on, and I'm keeping an eye on chat and trying to come up with questions that you guys have that I think are really good. And by the way, if you do have other questions, please throw them in here in the chat. All right. To secure the elusive secret rare, what is an elusive secret? I just think it's like most people can't get the secret rare. Here's an opportunity that gives you an actual chance. Like if you're fast, we don't know if it's fast fingers, right? That's what we're hoping. It's still fast fingers wins. But where you see people just get a blind box and get a secret rare, now you got to put a little bit more effort in, um, maybe more, maybe less money, just depending. But you're going to be able to secure it if you're fast enough and you get, let's say the nice thing is, let's say you're going for the common to go mint up to uncommon, and then you get that chaser. Maybe that chaser's worth a lot. There's only 3%. Maybe there's only 1,000 commons, right? And out of the 1,000 commons, there's only going to be 30 of this secret, special edition one under the common. Then, depending on how many secret rares, a lot of commons get burned. Now, if there's 1,000 commons and there's going to be 500 secret rares, it doesn't matter what they call it. If it's not secret rare, if it doesn't have some type of rareness to it, it's not going to matter. Just to have it say secret rare. If I want a cheap secret rare, I can go in the market and buy that. So I think they realize that, but we'll have to see. I hope they see that. What's up, Troy Carthy? I hope you're doing well. I was hoping evolvables meant collectibles that grew over time as you held them and start over when sold. Ooh, that's an actual interesting idea. I've been begging for those type of collectibles since the Dark Ages. Hopefully we didn't just lose the stream there for a second. I like that idea though, Troy. Very, very cool. Or what if it didn't reset? What if it just evolved into better stuff? Whatever that means. What if you had to have the original Wolverine and you kept it long enough, and it became old man Logan. You could do that. I don't know. All I care about is how does Johnny French fit into this whole picture? Yes, thought the same, but nice word, elusive. Yes, they're trying. Right now, I knew you knew what that meant. They should implement this for all the comics that have 60,000 editions. Yeah, we were talking about that in chat earlier. How maybe they're going to go back. Maybe this is a test of the system of burning stuff to get stuff. But yes, we know they've talked about burning comics in the past. And so maybe Ben, this is a question. Hold on. I got to go back and listen to all the interviews, but I definitely want to have a question about, comics. Are we going to get the burn? Can we burn, burning comics? I like the evolvables. So maybe that's going to be something that we're going to get. All right, let's see. Not sure. In addition to burning the previous rarities, you must also burn MCP points to obtain the next rarity. Right. And so people have been saying, well, that kind of sucks if you don't have a lot of MCP points. But Masteroni, who helped come up with the idea and has talked to Veve about it, he doesn't know exactly. Obviously, he has an NDA about this, but I don't. Somebody was suggesting maybe it'd be 100,000 points to get to the secret. I don't think it's gonna be that crazy. Maybe it's 5,000 at a certain level, maybe 10 for the secret rare, 15. I don't know what it's going to be. We don't know. We'll find out. I think that's okay, because would you rather have that, or would you rather go spend 80,000 points on Saturday to get Wolverine? That's going to be worth 75. This, like, you get to control your future a little bit better here, knowing where how many MCP points you have to spend. You can kind of figure out what something's going to be worth if that's what you care about. I think it's a good idea. I really do. But I could be smoking crack. I don't know. Let me know. But can I buy a rare from the market and start from there to go up to the secret rare? Yes, you can. You can. And I'll tell you why. I was going to say good question, but they've answered it, because it has to be primary versus secondary. Can I purchase evolvables from the secondary market and use them in the craft and burn? Yes, you can. So there you go. So that makes it even interesting for the people who want to flip. There's an opportunity for people, if they want to make money, they can be like, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit there and burn the commons to give people uncommons and rares. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it fast. I'm going to provide people in the market a good deal on this so they don't have to do it. And so they can quickly go up and mint that secret rare. So there you go. There's your answer. Great question, by the way. And Veve was smart enough to actually have that answered. So they're listening. Okay, Matthew's saying maybe on November 30th, we get the High Evolutionary from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Rocket Friends, Teeth, Floor, and Lila. I would, yeah, anything Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm in. I'm in. So you don't think we're not getting this? We're not getting, that's not what it's going to be. I mean, maybe eventually we're going to get that. It seems like that would be a good test for this drop, but I don't know how many people would want it. Something big would be nice. I'm going to pass on the Wolverine drop. It sounds like a lot of people might be passing on it. I'm not, but I am rethinking using MCP points because of this. It's going to change my calculus moving forward. Okay. There I wasn't there already. The article says it. Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. Not a problem. Not sure. You're going through and seeing what you like, don't like. Not sure is not buying anything he claimed he deleted the Veve app 10 times. I didn't know. Hey, look, I'm well aware of Not Sure and his not love for Veve, but he's been open about it, and he's been, at least nice on the stream. And that's all I ask. That's all I ask. Hearing people out. But I like having you here, Matthew, because you also having everyone here really helps. Okay, no, but no fighting, guys. Lambie is the worst of all. Oh, come on. All right, now no name calling. Let's slow this down here. No going after. I just asking you. Come on, Not Sure. Matthew, please, don't respond to that from me right now. Yeah, so just try not to do that. Yeah, because we want to keep this clean and friendly. But I want to hear from people who we might consider fudders, and from people who we might consider moon boys, or the in between. I think it's important. All right, Bruin saying, don't cut your son's hair. I didn't. All his friends are. I won't. But my son's got like a Q-tip. I was gonna take him somewhere, but I'll probably take him tomorrow. This is just too interesting. And talking to you guys, this is only supposed to be a few minutes, but you guys are entertaining me. I can't even spell. Okay, oh, Lord. Hey, man, I appreciate you doing the stream. We do a fine job. I don't care what anybody says. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. There's Christopher. How you doing? You're going to get the secret rare on this Evolvables if you want to pay for it. Good to see you, man. What do you think about this, Christopher? Are you excited about Evolvables? Is this quench your thirst for what we need from Veve? I think it's a good start. Again, we have to see the drop. We don't know for sure. But I'm interested to see the details. And I'm just wondering if Ben, I'll be able to pull that out of him next Wednesday. Assuming he doesn't pull out of the drop because of Johnny French. We'll have to see. Not sure is it okay. Here's the thing. Let me just say this about Not Sure, because I don't know everyone here that well. I know Not Sure was really into Veve and had some talks about doing comics and really was into it and feels like he was slighted by them. All right. So we got to understand where anger comes from. We're trying to pull him back in. But I know he's going to say something smart and we're all going to start saying something smart. Let's just not hate each other here. We're here to have fun. We're here to look at what Veve is doing and help them become a better company. That's what I'm trying to do, at least. All right, Bruin's been bugging my kid to cut his hair. Everyone on his football team calls him Shaggy. I think Shaggy's in. At least my son does. Orange Bag Lady saying, "Oh, thank you, mate. Appreciate that, dude. Yes, this is an insane announcement. Taking inspiration from other evolving collectibles. Looking forward to see where it goes. I'm absolutely excited about this. Now, could they do something that makes me like, well, I don't like that. It's going to cost me 100,000 MCP points. That's half of what I have to do this. I may not be happy. But again, they keep trying, so that's all that matters. I'm gonna skip over bad stuff, people. If you say something bad, Christopher saying, "I'm excited, great start, but we shall see how it evolves." Very well played there. Well played there. Sorry, I just have to see who's calling me. Make sure that nobody's dying here. Okay, they're not. By the way, I don't know if everyone saw my tweet, but if everyone remembers, Chris Coffey came on the other day. I'll go more over this on Thursday for that drop. But look at this, everyone. This is for you. We, Chris Coffey, the biggest bro, BigA, we've secured Pizza Pets airdrop. This is free. I'm actually paying for you to get this. It's going to cost me money to give these out. Now we're going to get, I'm getting one. The biggest bro's getting one. And so is BigA. But there's going to be 17 of these that are going to get airdrop. They are free. More to come. Exciting stuff though. I love, if you know Peach and Ninja, all that, Mega Punks. So keep an eye out. Stay there. You will not want to miss the day. Or I think we're going to end up giving these out in Discord or something like that. Unless there's another way I can do it. But I think I got to do Discord. We'll talk about it though. So this should be exciting. So keep that in mind. Let's go back to here. I just wanted to do that. Man, I'm getting blown up here. I don't know what is going on. Is this something important? Okay, I see what I got here. Okay, I see what you're sending here, Matt. I'm let's see. Yeah, no, I get it, man. I'm trying to switch things around there, Matthew, but it may be lost cause. But I got it. Thank you for sending that, though. Daniel CL Scooby Doo, be do. I would love that. Would love a beautiful evolving animation when unboxing. That'd be cool, kind of like Cryptoys has. Let's see. My anger comes from that they dropped 95% of the major comics without waitlist, and I'm not from the USA. And then they blocked me. Yes, I understand. Veve gave on geo fairness. To be a fudder is a duty to me after they did this to me. But you still come back and you still on good drops make money and or flips. My job is to bridge this anger and turn into something better and bring you back here where we're all liking this. But obviously things have been people have been pissed off by you and vice versa, you by them. Please skip bad stuff. Okay, I'm skipping the bad stuff. Not sure all that. I'm gonna just keep it clean here, but I get your point. Not sure, and I get Matthew and Wes and everyone. Like, there's been a lot of stuff that you've said. Not you guys. Not sure. Let's move on from it. I'm glad to have everyone here. Let's keep moving on about evolvables. Let me know what you think. And also, if there's a question that you want for me to ask Ben. Obviously, there's only going to be so many questions that I can ask. Oh, not sure you're the same level as me, or almost. Tomorrow, I will be at level 43. Ronnie's saying maybe stop flooding the community, at least for their small contributions. There you go. In my opinion, absolutely. But here's the thing. I think it's important to hear everyone again and just be nice about it here. That's what we want. This is a safe place, unless you piss me off, then maybe it might not be so safe. All right. So one of the good questions I think was though, and I think it's important, is you will be able to, and it's a good point. You are going to be able to buy these in the secondary, which means you can pick your part. If there's a chaser in uncommon that you want, and you don't care about the secret rare, you do that. But you do have to realize each time you're burning MCP points. So there's not like unlimited, but in some ways, people who have a lot of MCPs can facilitate crafting what you need. And so you don't have to spend any MCP. So that could potentially level the playing field. We'll just have to see how prices are. Is it like BigA was saying this morning? He wants every 1,000 MCP points he spends to be, basically have a value of $1. So does spending 5,000 MCP to craft mean you get $5 more for that item? Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this works in the marketplace. And obviously, they say drop size is going to be bigger because you're going to have to burn to get the next thing. But again, remember, not all drops are going to be evolvables. And we're looking at about 53.96 for gems in this example, as they say, to craft. It could be more, it could be less. Boy, why isn't it November 30th? Hold on. Why? There we go. Sorry. I'm trying to pull this up from Ronnie. It says, not all of us had the same experiences as you. That was out of our control. Right. And people had it. Look, I've always been for our friends in other countries. I feel like that a lot of times they did get screwed at the beginning. Although I will say the best snipers on the apps are not in America. They're in India. They're in, I think, Croatia. So you don't have to be here to do good flipping, but to get the drops, to actually get the drops before the wait list, it was definitely difficult and not fair for some of our foreign friends here. But that's been taken care of, though. In all fairness, he has the right to be upset. I can understand his explanation, and I would be pissed. Love you, Ronnie. Yes, I completely. I get it all. I get it all. And that's why we're here to hear it all. And, look, the Fudders and the whole Moonboy thing just got out of hand. Everyone needs to hear everyone. And I don't, that's that. All right, there you go. He 100% agrees. So now let me ask you this. Does this change how you are going to go for the Wolverine drop this weekend, knowing that these MCP points are going to be needed? Don't get pissed at me for winning. Right. Does this change it for you for the Wolverine drop? I'm thinking now I'm not going to I might spend 5,000. I know it's not going to help me get it. For the Wolverine drop, I'm going to pull this up real quick. Is this going to stop you from putting down a bunch of MCP points on this? I think for me, I'm not going to, I was going to put down, originally I was going to put down like 60. I don't think I'm doing that now. I think I am going to maybe put down none. 60% are going to go to us. There's only 666. I think it might change how I'm going to do this. So there you go. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back here. I got lost here a little bit. All right. Don't piss off for winning. Okay. Oh, Scar. Let's see. No hate the player, hate the game. Just saying, right? I have 1,000 wallet worth. I'm Veve poor. Jay Hirsch, I love Veve. Do you love Veve though now? Do you like this evolvables? Let me know though, everyone. I'm so curious if people are going to change the way they're going for the drop this weekend with MCP points. What the hell did you win? I didn't win anything. Who won what? I don't know. I built up a 1,000 wallet in 3 years. I'm no moontard. And that's pretty good. I posted it on X. Something just happened on my screen. All weird stuff's going on these screens. Collectors at heart. There you go. A Juggernaut Mighty and a Patrick Hughes. Oh, you got that Patrick Hughes painting? Man, I don't get any of that stuff. I don't get anything. Under Thomas or Ronnie Lido. Yes, let's go. I'm back. He's back with all the alpha here. Sorry, here you go, guys. Splint, good to see you. Glad to see more MCP burning events. And hopefully, and now he's Ronnie again. What we really hope is that this is going to mean we're going to get to burn comics. All right. But I wouldn't go out there and buy all dollar comics and stuff. Because we just don't know, if this is going to happen. But it is going to be a question I'm going to be asking Ben next week when he comes on. It's going to be 2 Pacific time, 4 Central next Wednesday, the 13th. So I'll be compiling all of that. All right. I still remember the mint for 20, and 5 minutes later, it was selling for 2. Oh, yes. That never happens. By the way, let me check this market. The comic today definitely did not do well today. I'm just curious where we're at on it. Because it hadn't sold 500 earlier. I'm hoping it did. But there's not many on the market. If you got that 219 as the floor, this is from the Wolverine is Dead. Okay, so 1600, but remembering they keep about 300. So they sold 1300. That's actually, I think it's good anytime they sell over 1,000 with these comics. Yeah, the helmet is at 750. Dory looks like that is doing well. 2098, kind of working its way back up. And it's FA. Some people think this should be big, and they're buying up like it is going to be big. So, and then of course, Diorama is not doing too well. And of course, I bought like 4 of them, but I didn't spend much, so we'll keep those. Let's see. Gotta go, BE. Thanks for streaming. I know VV My Collectibles are listening, and I hope they address our issues. As at the end, we all are from our deep heart want VV to be super successful. Thank you, Smart Buy. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it, man. Go have a good day, and I appreciate your feedback. Oh my God, Ronnie, sorry, what the hell? Let's see. Oh, I might be I missed this. Am I cashing out my full account to grab every dollar I can because my mom was killed on the 25th? All right, so I knew I didn't want to bring this up, Ronnie, and we could talk about it or not. I'm here for him. And yeah, I'm gonna let him talk. Ronnie, if you want to talk, I will stay on. If you want to explain it, make it public. All right. So I'm basically, unfortunately, he lost his mother last week. And she was killed in an accident. I'm not gonna get into the details. He can. Um, a horrible accident. I cannot imagine what it'd be like to have that happen. So we just got to be there for Ronnie. I know, Ronnie, you said that you've got that good project, the big project coming up in Disney World, but it's not until 2025. And of course, if you need help, you know, whatever, we'll figure out something. You need to figure out a way to get some money, sell some paintings or whatever to help you out in this horrible time. Let me know and we'll do it. But yes, unfortunately, that is what happened. Yeah, he can't talk publicly about it. Not like that. I'm ready now. Not like that, though. Yes, absolutely. We're definitely here for you, though. Oh, wow. All right. All right. But we're here for you, Ronnie. Everyone's here. We're definitely, um, whatever you need, whatever you need. So sorry to hear that, Ronnie. Please reach out if you ever need to chat. Absolutely. Same here. Riding her bike to work on the sidewalk. Yeah, it was a bad situation. Um, so sending our best to you, Ronnie. And anything we could do, anything I can do, just let me know. Absolutely, we're here. Yes, condolences for sure. Yes, it's a sad situation, and none of us know what that's like. We can't, unless you experience it. So again, whatever we could do just to listen, be your sounding board, talk, whatever, we're here. Yep. Let us see everyone. You got a good VV family here for you. Yes, Ronnie, we are family. We will help any way we can. Absolutely. We had to lawyer up. And my real blood family is trash. Oof, God. I'm gonna just let you keep talking. I don't know what's going on completely with all that, but Yes. It's a just absolutely bad situation. Like I said, though, whatever you need, dude. If you even want to come on now, let me know. But I think you said you're going to work. Um, but let me know. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's see. I'm too stubborn and too much pride to ask for help, but I might turn a corner. Please do. Please do. You know, if we got to do, if you need a fundraiser or something, I've got some, they're open, but they're closed. I've got some cryptoys that I can, donate to a raffle or something to help you raise some money. Whatever you need to do, let me do. I'm too high and I'll cry too much on camera. That's all right, buddy. Already, that doesn't seem like enough. I know I've seen your room. It feels like that would be nothing to you, though. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about coming on camera. You could just sit here and we can talk it through, whatever you want to talk about. But seriously, I'm serious. If I will donate some stuff, let me know. You need to raise money to get a car or whatever. We can we'll figure it out and help you get, try to get to where you need to get to um through a fundraiser or something like that. Just let me know. You can DM me. Mhm. All right, let's go back to evolvables. Definitely do that. Or we can just talk about, I'm more interested now in this Wolverine drop. Um, yeah, now I'm not, I don't know what to do because I was ready to spend a ton of my MCP points, but I don't want to, script my ability to take advantage of this evolvables. If I was to spend, because we were talking about this morning, it might be 60,000 plus. Not BigA didn't think it'd be, but 60,000 plus um to be able to secure this. And of course, only 40% are going to get this secured through MCP points. You still have a good chance to get this without that. I'm going for it, but I now I don't even know if I'm putting any MCP points. I don't know if it'll matter. I may not get it anyways. Last time I got it on the rebound, so I didn't end up. They didn't take any MCP points. So, let's see. What is he saying? Congrats on the Disney World gig, man. I hope it's amazing. Well, a hotel that you can see Disney World from. Hey, it's still the same. I will go see it. I might come down and visit you while you're there if I can. I'm assuming it takes a long time. Oh yeah, the rock wall, the climbing wall. That's crazy. I don't like heights, but I do like climbing walls. But painting that is, you're gonna have to take film. You should actually get a um just do the snapshots every minute or whatever of you painting it while you're doing it. That'd be pretty cool. By the way, that Nemo, somebody had one sitting at $5.99 that got swept up. Also on the I'm trying Ghost Rider. I'm trying to see where that's at. Those were not, they were just kind of holding strong at like 700. Let me check out where that's at. I'm just curious where the market is. There it is. 36 on the market. I said I'd buy one at 600. It's still one at 600. I didn't buy it. I don't like the mint though. So if it was mint 72, I would have bought it. But unfortunately, mint 72 is 5,000. So I'm not going to be doing that. Let's see. On exterior try. Oh, it's 3 weeks to complete that. Wow. That's actually seems pretty fast. I saw your other one. I thought that took more than 3 weeks. Man, I gotta take these. Go to Avon, bro. You don't know what you are missing. Yeah, I'm gonna not use MCP. I did on the last drop. I think 100,000. It really wasn't worth it. Although you got the first mint. Wasn't that the one you got the first mint of Jisoo? I think so. Oh, an airdrop. You think that's gonna happen? So we have all four. We get airdrop the fifth one. I mean, man, they're not going to let us know that. It's going to be too late. Yeah, 4 weeks for the last one. Okay. Yeah, Bruin. I mean, if you have a lot of MCP points, it seems kind of worth it to just start spending them. If you're getting, 5, 6, 7,000 a day. But where I'm at, wait a second. I swear this morning it said I was almost 43 and I was only like 200 and some points away. Now it says 372. Either way, whenever this updates, I will be at level 43, but I only have 207,000 points. So I've spent a lot. And don't forget, I also won that Pop and Cub. That gave me 100,000. I need something like that. I definitely need something like that. No, I'm talking about the Wolverine with that thing on his head. Yeah, I'm gonna eat. Oh, you spent on. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. Old Man is probably worth the gamble if you hit, since there's a good chance it sells for retail at least, but the hype doesn't seem to be there for this Logan. Yeah, well, no, it's definitely worth going for. It's gonna be more than retail. Not financial advice, but going through all the numbers we talked about this morning, going through all the numbers, I think it's gonna do somewhere between 60 and 75. But you never know. You never know. It could be less, but I do think you're going to be able to make some jammies if that's what you want to do. Let's see, Ronnie. I don't think so, to be honest. I think you have to say beforehand if the airdrop is going to be issued. Oh, because it's Marvel. That might be true. That might very well be true. Let's see here. It's already 2:00. I may have to get going here in just a second. Hold on here. I was getting blown up earlier, also from the wifey. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta call that guy too. All right. Is there anything else? Okay, so is this Wolvie proposed to be the last? No, because supposed to they said we were gonna get 5, right? So we don't have 5. Once we I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna drop another one. They're gonna want the money from it, and they could drop it like 444 and make it a crazy chase. I don't think it'll be. You think this is the last one? I don't know. All right, now I gotta see what you all say. Um, yeah, they said they released 5 in the first article. So, oh, is this the 5th? Man, I thought this was. Man, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, hold on a second. Why did I think this was not the 5th one? Yeah, if it's the 5th one, this is the last. This is absolutely the last one. Let me go into the market real quick. We'll pull it up and then we'll head out of here. This is what happens when I don't prepare for a drop. Come on. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this up. Let's go pull up Wolverine. Nice. All right. Go to the collectibles. So yeah, 1, 2. I don't count these 3, right? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this will be the last one. So you think we're gonna get a metallic red? Are we gonna get a metallic red on the Wolverine if you get all of them? I doubt it. Yeah. Oh, it did say it was the last one. Okay, this is 5. I have 4. Okay, I can't count. I totally forgot about one of those in there. Articles is the last. All right. I don't read articles. I just do. I just come on. I think you'll be able to get the Wolverine in the market near retail. Really? I disagree. But I could be wrong. It is only you know, 666, but you could be right. I'm confused and now think this is the 4th one. LOL, I'm being gaslit. No, 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 you're right. I want a Wolverine mighty airdrop. Well, now that would be interesting. I'm almost at level 70, and you think and you'd think I'm close to 100. I'm actually 1100 days away at my current daily. Oh my lord. 4 years approximately, not exactly. Wow. This series may have 5, but we should have more later on, most likely. Wow. Can we handle that? Weapon X, leather jacket, brown suit, yellow, and now this. Good call. All right, so the final Marvel Wolverine drop in the 50-year celebration series is here, Old Man Logan. I completely skipped over the final when I read that originally. But yes, thank you, Alejandro. Wouldn't it be like the Incredible Hulk or you got to hold all of them to get the secret rare. But they do have a secret. I have the secret rare of the brown suit. I would buy a Wolverine in a Veve t-shirt collectible. Hey, maybe what if on the evolvables we get also digitals? What if you got the chaser and that meant you got also a physical item? Would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, fam. I'm exhausted. I did better on this than I did on the comic today. People more interested in this evolvable. I think it's good. There's gonna be a lot of people talking about this, so hear them out. Keep giving the ideas to Veve. We'll see what's going to happen on the 30th. I will try to ask some questions to Ben on next week on Wednesday. I'm excited about that. Let's see. I could actually see a red Wolverine, but not airdrop from this set. Maybe airdrop for reds, but unlikely. Yeah, I don't think they'll do the Spider-Man. Right? Maybe. This is the worst looking Wolverine in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think people are that maybe excited about it. Take one last look and then I'm going to head out of here. Like to see it. Yeah, I mean, he looks old. He looks like old man Logan. That's what we expected, right? I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the future. But I'm no longer going to bid 60,000 on this. I was going to, but I'm going to save it for whatever's happening on November 30th. See what I need there. Because if I need like 40 or 50 for then, I'll be upset that I just spent 50, 60 on this, not knowing what's coming up. Not financial advice, but it's what I'm going to do. All right, everyone. I really appreciate you coming on. Give me your thoughts. Ronnie, our prayers are going out to you, buddy. Here for you if you need anything. DM me if you need anything. And I will be back Thursday. And keep an eye out for my tweets. I'm telling you, the giveaway we're going to be doing for the pizza pets. That's going to be big. Whoever gets one of these, I think is going to be happy. I can't tell you anything beyond that, but yes, keep an eye out. I'll keep everyone aware of what's going on. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, at InformMint, remember 2 M's, Inform and Mint, just one word, no space on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me. Unfortunately, I may have to open up a Discord, which I was trying to not have to do. So we'll see. I wasn't too sure. I never did a Wolverine drop. Well, there you may be smart now. Take care, BE. Go cut yourself. Get a cut. All right, everyone. Good seeing you. Until Thursday. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.